Has this ever happened to you?
Coming next hard point. Hostile UAV in the area.
Wrong. You will make it.
I'm tired of this. Hey there everyone, Kaga here, and welcome to this video on how to stop rage quitting games. If you're someone who gets frustrated and quits games when things aren't going your way, well then this video is for you. Rage quitting could be a frustrating habit not only for you, but for your teammates as well. In this video we'll go over some tips and strategies to help keep your head cool and stay in the game. First, let's define what rage quitting really means. Rage quitting is when you become so frustrated or tired of a game that you end up leaving it before it's over. This can happen in any type of game, whether it's a single player game, multiplayer game, doesn't really matter. Rage quitting can be tempting when you're losing or when things aren't going your way, but it's important to remember that quitting won't solve the problem. So why do people rage quit? There are a few common reasons. One reason is a lack of self-control. When we get angry or frustrated, our emotions can take over and we may act impulsively without even thinking. Another reason is a sense of helplessness. When we feel like we can't do anything to change the outcome of the game, we may feel like quitting is our only option. And some people rage quit because they have a competitive nature and want to win no matter what, and can't stand when things don't go their way or when teammates won't do exactly what they're thinking. But rage quitting can have consequences. In multiplayer games, quitting mid-game will probably be seen as disrespectful to your teammates. It can also disrupt the balance of the game and make it harder for your team to win. In some games, quitting too frequently can result in penalties or bans, which are normally well-deserved. And overall, rage quitting can be a drain on your mental health and well-being. So how can you stop rage quitting? Here are a few tips to help you out. Take a break. If you're feeling frustrated, take a break from the game. Step back from the computer or console and take some deep breaths. Go for a walk, do some stretches, maybe even try working out or watching something calming or funny to take the edge off. Taking a break can help you clear your mind and come back to the game with a fresh perspective. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment and not getting caught up in your own thoughts or emotions. Try to stay focused on the game and pay attention to what's happening in the present moment. This can help you stay calm and keep your emotions in check. Make sure to set achievable goals. Instead of trying to win at all costs, set achievable goals for yourself. Maybe your goal is to improve your skills or to have fun with your friends. When you have a clear goal in mind, it can be easier to stay motivated and not get frustrated. Sometimes none of those will help, and maybe you just need to talk it through with a friend or pet, as weird as that sounds. Because you'll probably realize that sometimes we as people get angry for the silliest reasons. I know this sounds kinda simple and kinda goofy, but honestly, I don't rage a lot. When I do, I feel the absolute worst. Like when it seems like all isn't going your way, or when things are happening to you when you feel like they shouldn't be happening, it's just terrible. But the all-time worst for me is when somebody gets insanely lucky like a cross-map knife, or when somebody decides to check the weirdest corner when it wouldn't make sense to do that any other time. And I know I've rage quit games before, but I try not to because I know that giving up is easy, but those times that you win in a crazy disadvantage can feel like the best and most memorable. Like I remember this time when I refused to give up and not surrender in a game of Valorant that my team came back from a 12-0, one round away from losing. Barely keep it going. We give it our hardest every single round. The score is now 12-12. My now friend pulls an insane play that totally didn't expect. Next thing you know, and we ended up winning the game down from that 12-0. Now I'm not saying it will happen all the time, but sometimes it just takes that extra motivation to ascend past your previous thought of limits. This can be applied to just about anything in your life, like at the gym, or at school, or reading a book. You know what? I'm rambling on a little. So what I'm trying to say is that giving up shouldn't be your go-to because sometimes in doing so you'll make another person's day worse, and who knows, it might be kind of fun. So next time you feel like giving up, maybe just try playing it a little bit better or treat it more casually because at the end of the day, it's just a game and I'm sure you'll get over this slump and be even better next time. Real quick, I'd like to take a moment to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying this video because it really does help me see what you guys like and helps me plan out future content for you guys. So hopefully you guys can take some of the information we've discussed and put it into practice. I know I'm coming from a different place by not being someone who gets angry a lot, but I figured hopefully this video will help some of you out there, and maybe some games will be less toxic and more fun to play. Because if you start flaming your teammates or leave the game, then nobody's gonna have fun. So, rage quitting could be a tough habit to break, but with practice and patience, it's possible. Remember to take those needed breaks, practice mindfulness, set achievable goals, or maybe just stick it out. And more importantly, try to have fun and enjoy the game. Thanks for watching you guys and have a wonderful day.